Hello. Pankaj, is that you? Can you unmute yourself? Hello. Hi, Pankaj.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I was a little delayed in admitting you in because we were working with a new Zoom account needed to be set up. Let's give about 2-3 minutes for others to join. Pankaj, do you have a presentation or would it be just demonstration completely?
Yeah, I have one or two slides, but yeah, it will mostly demo on Glific side.
Can you share your screen with the starting slide so people know that they're on the right meeting and all that? It must be saying NLP or something.
Yeah, I need permission to share the screen.
I need to give you permission to share the screen. Hang on. I'll make you the host. Okay?
Sure.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Great. I'll just send a few reminders maybe wherever I have shared this invite. But I think we should start at 5 minutes past. Okay, so I think now is about a good time to start.
All
Or do
right.
you want to wait a little more?
No, I think we are in this recording.
Yeah. I think it's
Let's wait for 2 more minutes. I think
2 more minutes. Fine. Sure.
Okay, Lina, I think we can start now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
No. Right. So, welcome everybody. I'm Pankaj. I'm today I'll show you one of the recent use cases and the pilot we are working with a couple of NGO on NLP. So, if you say that setting up for natural responses. So far in Glific, you have seen that you sent a message and then you wait for a response from the contact. And in that response, you have to be so deterministic that, okay, if user will reply in this way, then you will do that. Or so you have to know the user responses beforehand to design the flow. But there are some use cases where you can't determine that, okay, these are the responses I may receive from the user. And for those cases, we use this NLP responses thing. So now I'll just switch to my Glific instance and show you an example. Okay, so this is the one flow, and if you see the flow, here are just few nodes. So I ask for a phrase from the user, I receive a response, and then I put some conditions. Okay, if I get the response in that way, I'll do that. And then, yeah, again, the flow will restart. So if I click here, okay, provide me a phrase. Let's say I said my video. So you can see that, okay, my video will check and user ask for the video, right? And now you can do whatever you want to do. If I reset it again and let's say ask where is my video? So again, you will see the same response that user asked for the video. Now these two responses work because you already know that, okay, user may respond in this way and this way, with this phrase and this phrase, right? Let's say now if I set where is video, so could not understand, you don't know what user asked, right? Or if I may say that where is video, right? So again, sorry, anything, I mean, apart from these two, anything, my new video, let's say, and it won't understand that, right? So for this use case, this is a simple use case where user want to access his video, which you just said, let's say for activity or something. And now he's asking for you that he didn't receive the video and you don't know what he's asking in the flow. So that's the one case. Now let's solve this problem via NLP. So I'll switch to the another flow, which I created with NLP, right? So if I show you, it's a same flow actually. I just change of one node. So if you see that, again, the provide me a phrase, then I run through a different node this time. Earlier it was just wait for response. Then again, same for intent, it will match the category and start the flow again. So let's start this flow now. And if I ask, okay, my video, it will say user asked for the video, right? If I reset it again and say, where is my video? So it will again ask, right? Match the same intent. Now I say like, I need the video. So it will again match the intent and go ahead. You can ask anything on regarding video now. So let's say, Meri video kahan hai? Something like that, right? And again, you should user ask video. Even if we here, let's say you ask for something, let's say just type some random word, no way, and it won't match now. So because right now I'm just checking for the accessing video part. And that thing is just happened because of the dialog flow. So now comes on the dialog flow. Dialog flow is a Google service which takes the phrases and give you the response based on the intent. So if I just switch to on dialog flow node, so these are the intents. So that's how the dialog flow console looks like. You just create a new intent like this one, and you put some phrases here, like all these combinations. So you don't need to put all the possible phrases here. So let's say now you just put ye nahi chal rahi video, right? So now ye video nahi chal rahi hai, ye video kaise chalegi, how that video will run. All those phrases will be captured automatically by the dialog flow. It will just train the bot, and whenever user will say something, it will just match with this intent and give you that, okay, this matches in this intent based on this competition confidence. So again, coming back to flow. So I just set it up my dialog flow instance here, added all the intents I know, which can be, user can use, and just came here a setting. And now I'll just, select all those intents from here. I can add more also, let's say some other intents on knowledge base or small talk or something like that, and just put the confidence, how much percent confidence you need. So let's say if your user phrase just match with this intent based on 30%, you just move this to this category, asking for video. So I joined 30% with all a single category, and that's how it's just working on all the videos. So need a video kind of thing, right? So now it will match all the intent, and you can just take whatever decision you want to take based on this node, that okay, you want to send the video again, you ask more question to the user, or whatever your use case is. So that's how dialog flow integration works in Glific, and those are the use cases. If I talk about more use cases so that you get better clarity, one is this one, which TAP uses. So they shared activity every week with their student, and student asked a lot of questions that, okay, I didn't receive the video, how I can submit it, and things like that. So for that, we just propose this NLP solution. I'll show you the case study right now after this one. Another use case I saw in Glific was, or in the WhatsApp chatbot was, at the COVID time, when parents were asking about when the school will open to the bot. So some NGO provide the services in each and every area where parents can ask like, okay, when the school will open, and how are the school open now or not, and will the school open on January or July? All different kind of question, and then they were able to provide the valid answer based on that this NLP stuff. So those are the two use cases. Third is, of course, the Suno Sunao, which Siddhant will talk about in the next slide. So
Actually,
yeah,
Pankaj, can
I
we
think
break for questions
go ahead.
before switching to okay use case or
Yeah, now I can take the questions.
yeah, yeah. So if there are any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask, or post them in the chat
Yeah.
window as you like. Uh, I guess we can continue. And anytime that you have a question, you can post it in the chat window and we can address it at the appropriate time. I guess you can continue, Pankaj.
I think that's it on the dialog flow and Glific integration and how you can set it. Move to again on this tab case study. So first thing, as I mentioned in the tab, that kids were interacting the bot and they were asking all the random queries and questions. So that's where we provide they use it. The first problem was is this one only, that they created their flow organically, right? They interact with their children on over a year and keep adding new stuff in the flow. So the flow got really cluttered in that sense. And applying NLP, or in the end, because say specific you need to, so very tough for them, that okay, at which should to apply that node. So what we did with them, right, we just simplify their flows and we converted them to simple templates and chunks of flow. And now it's very easy to connect dialog flow on any place, on submission, on quiz, on feedback, or anywhere. They can just easily connect it. And yeah, the last, that's they capture their responses and categorize them, which question in following which intents. So, and we are still working on to streamline this process, because right now training bot tough in dialog flow. You have to add the phrases manually one by one each time. So that thing we are trying to streamline right now. I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, or we can move to another integration with Glific.
So basically, Siddhant will be talking about speech to text. So there are many beneficiaries that are not very good at writing, and writing can include a lot of spelling mistakes and complicate matters. So that's why we have integrated with Google's speech API to convert any recorded speech to text, and that text can be used in a glyphic flow just like somebody keyed it in. So that's an in a nutshell the feature. So Siddhant, can you take over?
Yeah, so let me share my screen. Kavindra, can you give me the access?
Pankaj, can you give him access? You are currently host, no? Anyway, I'll reclaim host and I'll make you the host. Okay, Siddhant, you are now host.
Sorry, I wasn't. Yeah.
That's okay. Siddhant is now host.
I might have to quit and reopen this link again. 1 second. Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We can see your screen.
Yeah, so let's start with okay. So let's talk about the Suna use case first. So they wanted speech to text for their use case, and the way it works is we have integrated Google speech to text API, and what it does is whenever you send the audio, which can be in Hindi or English or any other regional language, it converted to text and that text we are showing that text we are passing into uh, Dialogflow, and then we are sending um, response based on that query. So like it will be um, so mostly we are targeting like from the I think women who can't really type and cannot send messages, so they can send the audio, and what like the audio will be converted to text, and then it will go through the dialog flow, and then we have to send the manual response. So let me show you how it will work. um, so this is what I have been using. I'll start the flow from here, and now I have to send the audio. इंस्टाग्राम कैसे चलाते हैं? So now I have sent the audio. Like now you can see it is giving me two responses. Like this first one is how you can like the confidence level of the text which you have received. Like it's 95%. It's matching with the like what I have said. And now this digital skilling we are using Dialogflow for the like if suppose if you have a different text like Instagram कैसे चलाते हैं और Instagram कैसे use कर सकते हैं, then we can train all in the Dialogflow, and based on that training it will give the confidence level here. um, so similarly, like if I have trained it, like I have created a two intent here. um, so like one is related to health issues, and one is related to if someone is asking about Instagram, Facebook, something like that. And so now if I um, like again send the audio, one sec. मेरे सर में दर्द हो रहा है, तो like so you can see here like it is related to health issues, and now we can send the response related, like if someone has the query like मेरे सर में दर्द हो रहा है और मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, then we will send the response according to that. And yeah, so mostly we have done this, and how the flow it looks like I'll show you. This is a sample flow which I have created. um, so like it send the hi message, and then we ask for the audio, then based on the audio we convert it to um, we convert the response to show it. But this is just a sample flow right now, then we can configure it according to use case for the NGOs. So uh, yeah, so this is already we have deployed. So NGOs who want to use it can start with this, I think. So mostly that's it from my side. If anyone have a question, you can ask me. Um, sorry, can anyone hear me? So it can support all the languages, which is like um, Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, anyone you want. I can share the link where it has shown all the languages support. Um, what we have been testing so far, it's mostly Hindi and Marathi, and we still need to test other languages. So I'll share the link here. Here you can see, of course, you need to configure in your contact to make it to understand Hindi or English or something like that. So success rate will be like um, I'll share my screen.
Actually, as far as success rate is concerned, we are in an early stages of evaluating this technology, and we have some of our NGOs that we are working very closely with. Many are actually like for the COVID case, there is this NGO Reap Benefit that was using it, during COVID to inform parents about the status of opening of schools. Okay, so that was one place where we experimented with it. Another place that we are experimenting with it right now is with TAP, as Pankaj said. So, Pankaj, what are your experiences with? What have been your experience? What were the experiences of Reap Benefit with COVID, and how effective did they find it?
Yeah, I mean, it was matching intent at least. I mean, there was it was a good success rate in that sense. It worked good. With TAP, I think Dialogflow also had changed their confidence in everything a bit more, and they have advanced the technology. So with TAP, we will do the pilot from start from today, and they are interacting with students, 2,500 students starting today. So after that, we will know more about it. But so far as in our testing, it's quite helpful in that sense.
Right.
And yeah, it of course depends on you how much confidence you want to use. If you just want to use this, okay, if 20% matches and give me that intent, then of course it will be more, it will hit more in more intent in that sense. So it depends on your use case also, how accurate you want the results.
Uh, are there any more questions? I'll just reclaim the host. Okay. Um, Basically, Pankaj, Siddhant, if there are no questions, maybe I could share about knowledge base also. What do you think? Because that's a very easy use case that
Yeah,
we.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, sure, sure. Good.
I'll just share my screen. Okay. So basically, we have been working with a NGO called Dana Mojo. Okay. Uh, Basically, what Dana Mojo wants to do, they wanted us to create a bot for them called Dana Vidya, which can help NGOs uh, with legal questions that they may have. So NGOs have a lot of legal questions related to, say, CSR. How should CSR funds be used? What is the amount that is needed for CSR and stuff like that? So they need. So that is one area. Another area is, related to taxes and, how to deal with donations from, countries other than India. These are the top three areas where NGOs need help. Okay. So in order to help them, we created this bot, which kind of, sorry, let me just get into dialog flow. I'll show you that. We created a bot based on their FAQs. Okay, so they already had created a few legal FAQs. So this is the Danavidya bot that has been configured. And Google has a new, like generally with, as you had seen with the bots that Pankaj demonstrated, you have to go to the intent, you have to create an intent, and you have to kind of train that intent by creating your own phrases, right? So that's a lot of work, and a lot of, months and like weeks can go into actually training your bot. Okay. But so Dialogflow has come up with a beta feature, and although it is in beta, it works pretty well. Okay, so this feature is called the knowledge bases feature, where you can create a knowledge base from any existing FAQs that you have. Okay, so now these were Dana Mojo's uh, CSR FAQs. Okay. So if you see their FAQs, this is how it was. Can a company give unrestricted donations to an NGO? Okay. Or, you know, can we support projects in any geography, or are there any restrictions on that? Okay. Is every company required to spend funds on CSR? Okay. So basically, these are the kind of questions that they have put. And the advantage of using a knowledge base as opposed to just showing these questions as a, you can show these questions to your user as a menu also. He'll click on one question and we will show the answer. But in reality, the questions may be so varied, and it would be, and people will phrase their question like it'll be hard to show a very long FAQ. It is better to take a question from them and try to understand what they want to know. Okay. And so this knowledge base is intelligent enough that, if somebody asks exactly this question, okay, uh, let me just test, in Dialogflow, you can test your bot just through the console itself. So I'll just try that very quickly. So if I paste the exact question, it will definitely give me the answer, right? But even if I just say, is CSR mandatory? Even then it gives an answer. Whereas here nowhere is this exact phrase used. Okay. So this is the power of using the knowledge base. And how did I create this knowledge base? All I did was I uploaded my FAQ document. Okay. That's all I do. If I have more FAQs on tax, I can just say new document and add more FAQ. If I have further FAQs on CSR, I can just add a new document and upload it. That is about it. Okay. So, and the way we organized it is that we will have one FAQ for CSR, one FAQ for tax related stuff. Okay. So basically, like how Siddhant had one intent for health issues and one intent for digital literacy, digital skilling. The same way I can organize my FAQs within different intent groups. Okay. And so let me show you the corresponding flow now. So I have this, so basically I go to Dialogflow and create my agent create my knowledge base. And then those knowledge bases can be used within a Glyphic flow. Okay. So here in the split by intent, I can select my knowledge base. Okay. Now these knowledge base names are very long, so they kind of look messy, but this is my CSR knowledge base. So if the question matches this knowledge base, then I'm classifying it as a CSR question. Okay. So if the question is a CSR question, my response is, hey, so you want to know more about CSR? And I provide the response that came to me from Dialogflow. Okay. So if you see how this works, I have been testing it so far. You can take a look at it. So basically, I have been testing this flow. So you can see that if I ask a question like, so basically the flow starts with what do you want to know today? And then I say, can I give unrestricted donations to an NGO? So it understands that my question is about CSR and it gives me the answer. Okay. Even if I rephrase that question differently, it will, now I've asked, is CSR mandatory? So it has told me that as well correctly. Whereas if I ask a question like, what is Glyfic? It will obviously not know it. So it says, can you repeat or can you rephrase? You can say, you can send a sentence like that, and that is, and the person can ask the question differently, and it might result in a better response. Okay, so that is in a nutshell what knowledge bases are about. So I'm looking at the questions here. This means that if I have to create, then no need to create intents. Is it limited to WhatsApp or can you make similar bots for other IAMs? Okay, actually you can, like this is Dialogflow is pretty open technology. We have integrated it with our WhatsApp bot. But you could create your own custom, you could integrate with Dialogflow API yourself and create a bot. Maybe there are other providers of bots elsewhere who are integrating with Dialogflow, though I don't know about that. Do you know about that? Pankaj, do you know if any other bots have integrated with Dialogflow?
No, I think yeah. So I think Turn or Rapid Pro, they have multiple channel, Telegram or other stuff, Facebook Messenger, where they use Dialogflow. So Dialogflow provides the REST APIs. Anybody you can use. You can use your web applications also. So it's just a REST API. You can just send a string and you get the intent, and then based on that intent, you can do anything. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty open technology in that sense.
All right. So.
Ranja, one more question.
I'm just going to unmute you, Sibyl. So can you express your question? What if the user repeats the question? Or both? And I didn't quite understand this. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant like if a user has asked a question and the bot responds that I didn't understand, can you repeat? And the user recalls another question again. That maybe phrase differently or may use some different keyword or something. So will both the like messages then be analyzed, or will it only be the latest one?
Only the latest one. It always takes the latest one as.
Okay, thanks.
And actually, you know what? We also have good analytics. I forgot to show you that. Can I share my screen again? If you don't mind, I'll just share my screen again. And we do have. See, now we have, so I have analytics on this, this dashboard where I have a report that says that, how many questions, what questions were asked. and what was the corresponding answer. Okay. So when the question was, what is Glific? The answer was, I'm not sure. Can you say that again? And now we can change this up. I don't think can you say that again is a very good phrase. Our response can be, can you rephrase the question? Okay. So something like that. But that is something it is up to me to program it correctly. Okay. Then the other thing is, can I fund a corpus of an NGO? Okay, so this matches with the CSR intent, and the response has been yes. Earlier it was allowed, however, giving to corpus is now disallowed. Okay, so I can look at such a report and I can see whether my bot is actually performing well or giving misleading answers, or if the answers are wrong, maybe I should up the confidence level number. Maybe I'm dealing with I'm I should not use questions with such low confidence yet till the bot is better trained. you know so that is roughly how it works. So I hope if there are any more questions, we'll wait for a couple of minutes. Otherwise, thank you for your interest and for making the time to attend today. And if you feel that you want, feel free to write at info@glific.com if you want to know anything more. I'll just key this here, glific.org. Okay. And some of you may be on Discord, so you can ask your follow-up questions on Discord also. No issues. Any more questions? Okay, then I guess we can close. Thank you. And Pankaj, Siddhant, thank you for your time. Thank you everybody for attending.
Thank you.
Yeah, and do give us feedback on the webinar and how we can make the, it's a new topic. So if you feel that we could make it more engaging or interesting or easier to understand, do let us know. Thank you. Bye-bye.